What's up guys, this is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the NECA Terminator Genisys T-1000 figure. Now, this isn't what he looks like in the package. I've already swapped out some of the parts. We'll get to that in a second. He stands roughly 6 3/4 inches tall, which makes him about 17.5 centimeters, and is a very nicely sculpted figure. Nice paintwork. Looks pretty much just like it came out of the movie, so very happy about that. And as far as accessories go, like I said, I've already swapped out some. We have the alternate chest and alternate head, because if you know anything about T-1000s, that's what they look like when they get shot, which is a really nice feature. They did a good job sculpting them, except the one thing I find a little bit odd is that these do look a little bit like they are stuck on top of him rather than being part of the actual sculpt, which I'm not sure why they did that. Those should be flush with the body. So it's a little weird that they stick out kind of like flowers, but still, from the front, it's a really cool effect. The ones on the chest should have been handled more like the one on the head, but still very nice. And you're probably thinking that looks like it can't be effective in terms of swapping out a body part. It's going to look obvious, and it's really not. I don't know how they did it so seamlessly. They really nailed it. As far as seams, literally, it just looks like the mold, like you would have on any other figure pretty much ever. So you see a bit of a line there, but once you push it all the way into place, you can't tell it's a separate piece. The articulation all functions because the head is on its own articulation connected to the torso, and the arms are connected to the back part, so it works really, really well. Other accessories include the giant javelin he cuts off of himself to throw, a hand for holding it, and a hand for holding his gun. And if you have a hand for holding a gun, you need a gun. So we have that, which is extra tiny, but really nicely detailed. Looks really good. And then we have the nubbin hand from which he cut off the javelin, which you can swap out at the elbow. And I'll take photos of all of those things in use at the end of the video. Let's take this head off, put this head on, so that we can have a normal looking figure for the rundown of the articulation. So we have a ball peg for the neck, which gives him really good range of motion. You can pretty much pose him however you want to, and it looks pretty natural. For the shoulder, we have our hinge. Gets the arm out, not quite to 90 degrees, but it's alright. Brings the arm all the way around. We have our bicep swivel and hinge down there at the bicep, or at the elbow. Good range of motion though, so that's fine. Almost, well, there we go. Better than 90 degrees, just by the tiniest bit. And we have the full swivel. For the wrists, it's a ball peg, so it does move around. Shouldn't have any trouble posing him in that regard. No ab crunch, obviously, but we do get our nice waist twist. And for the hips, this is a softer crotch piece, so you can bring the hips pretty much all the way forward. Looks really good. Really, they've been doing a good job with the hips lately. I know some people had some trouble with their Nova figure, but other than that, it's pretty darn good. You can bring the leg all the way out to the side. Sorry, excuse me. All the way out to the side. It's really just a really effective T-jointed ball hinge with the thigh swivel built in there. For the knee, we get a little bit less than 90 degrees, but we do also get the rotation and a seamless joint for the most part, so that's really cool. And then lastly, for the ankles, it's a ball peg. Unfortunately, it's almost a swivel, though. We don't really get too much of the ankle rocker, so it's a little bit limiting, but still, it looks really good, and it is pretty much effective since he pretty much just stands there most of the time. So really solid figure. They did a great job with it. Looks good. Paintwork, as minimal as it is what it's supposed to be. So it's effective. Looks good. Good sculpt. Everything is nice. I recommend it. If you're collecting these figures, definitely pick it up. It's in stock at Big Bad Toy Store right now. And so is the Guardian. And the T-800 from T2 I think is in stock also. So check out all of those using the link in the description. Get yourself some cool Terminator figures before they sell out. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see my upcoming figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.